My brother, you are never going to be satisfied in your endless search for happiness. You searching for happiness continuously to get that high is the equivalent of you being like someone who vapes and they can't find their vape and they're freaking out. They're looking for it because they need to get that next hit to feel good. Know what I'm saying? I used to think exactly that way. I was always looking for something like, the next hit. I want to feel happy. You're told all throughout your life, especially as a kid, happiness, life is all about being happy. Nothing matters as long as you're actually doing what you love and you're happy. And I know what you mean. Like, it is an important thing and happiness is obviously important. Like, let's not pretend that it's not. In terms of the happiness that they're referring to, that's more of like a dopamine high than true happiness. And the problem with anything that's quote unquote positive is that its absence will actually leave you feeling bad. That's why you'll feel happy, but then once whatever is making you happy goes away or you get used to it, then you just go back down. And since it was up, you go down and you feel bad. You feel like shit. You can compare it to like if you ever have done nugs or if you've ever drank, you feel really good in the moment, but it comes with a consequence. Once you stop doing that or the next morning, you feel horrible. Hungover, you feel like crap. So instead of continuously trying to chase this high that's unobtainable to maintain, it's actually a lot better to go back to just a normal baseline of zero. Just think about just zeroing out. Now, this would mean that you're present. You're here in the moment and you appreciate everything. You're not super happy. You're not super sad. You're just zen. When you're in the state of zen and you're here now, so you're not thinking about the future or the past, you're super focused on here, you'll be able to start to appreciate everything because your mind isn't rushing. Usually it's your mind that labels things as positive, negative, great, this sucks, whatever, right? That like mental noise or those images that like are always going through, they don't allow you to see what's right in front of you. So for example, sometimes because you're so much in the mind, instead of being in the body, in the here and the now, you don't realize little things and you miss out on the nice part about life. All the little details in life that when you actually stay silent, when you're actually still, you can notice all the little things in life, the little patterns, noises, things that you don't pay attention to, different smells that you don't notice that might be nice. Like most people are living through reactions. They call it being unconscious, which just means you're in an animalistic state where everything is a reaction. You're not here where you can actually manually pay attention to everything. Picture this. When you were younger, the world was so vivid, bright, and beautiful, and people are always complaining about this. They even say that the colors look brighter when you were a kid, and you're actually just paying a lot more attention to everything because it was your first time experiencing. Your mind also didn't have that much time to develop, so you weren't thinking about all this dumb stuff that you now know about. All this information that you think is good to stuff your mind with because we're so intellectual, we're so smart here in the West, but really we just overthink on everything. All those thoughts stop you from being able to enjoy the simple things about life. When you're zen and present, that allows for joy to naturally come out. And joy is that effect of, the simpleness of life. When you bite into an apple and you hear the crispiness, the little crunch, you taste its freshness, you can feel the apple being cold. You can notice the pattern on the apple, like all the little different colors in it. You can appreciate it for being an apple. You know what I mean? It sounds super dumb. It sounds a little woo-woo. It sounds a little like, what is this guy on about? But kind of lock into what I'm saying. Like, when was the last time you truly paid attention to everything that you did? Like our hands, look, back when we were younger, like our hands, for example, back when we were younger, you would pay attention to your hands all the time, all the little lines on it, your little fingerprints. You would check out all these little details, which now we never do because, you have your phone and a million different things that are stimulating your mind. So it doesn't allow you to actually be here. See what I mean? So when you're zen and when you're clear and when you're still, everything is going to be added onto you. But you're no longer dependent on things to make you feel good. That's why sometimes when you get so stimulated, you go out and you always eat out, right? Let's say you're always eating out. Now, if you pull up to McDonald's, it's whatever. You're so used to McDonald's. But if you were still and you ate maybe more simple diet and appreciated everything, and maybe it's been a while since you've had McDonald's, you're gonna go, that McDouble is gonna taste like the best McDouble ever. McChicken is gonna taste like the best McChicken ever. It's the exact same food, but you're doing it from a different state, the state of presence instead of in a state of reaction where your dopamine is firing off and you think, if I have this, I will be happy. See what I mean? It's external, like because I'm gonna get that, then I will feel good. So we mistaken that for happiness. And this could be applied to many things, not just a McDouble. It could be a relationship, it could be a house, it could be a job, it could be stability, whatever the case is. It usually appears to be a problem that's outside of you, but it's always actually an internal problem. And you can tell this because there's people in all sorts of different situations that don't have much and they can be very, very happy with their life. Then at the same time, there's people that are super rich, wealthy, just balling out and, they jump off a bridge. Crazy scenario, right? But this stuff happens pretty often. Try your best. I know you're watching this on social media. I post this stuff and I get off because this social media is literally, it's not the worst, right? It's just like everything else. In moderation, in presence, it's great. But the thing is, it's so stimulating that it's kind of hard. You get lost in the sauce because you see this, then you see that, oh, news, cortisol spike, and then all of a sudden, you're not present anymore. If you're really, really good at being present like that and you're hella zen, then sure, go ahead. You can probably do it. And actually, social media improves so much more. It's like you can see everything in slow-mo. Focus on one thing at a time, and every single time that you do something, that is the most important thing ever. Right now, while I'm filming this is the most important thing ever. It is the only thing I want to do ever because this is the only thing that's happening. I'm worried about what's going to happen later. I think I'm planning something, but I'm not. I'd block out some time and actually plan it if I'm about it. I'm mental dwelling if I'm worrying about that later, and I'm disrespecting this present moment. It's the equivalent of saying me chilling right now, recording this video is not as important as what's going on in my mind. Because it's not real. I don't know what's going to happen later. And if you really, really can't focus on here in the moment, use your breath to anchor you back in. Have you ever manually breathing manually? And then you're like kind of annoyed because now you have to manually breathe and you're like, oh crap, I'm not on autopilot anymore for breathing. Take a breath with me, exhale, and start manually breathing for a little bit. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is annoying, I'm manually breathing. But if you're focused on your breath and you're manually breathing, you got to focus on breathing. You're not overthinking and you can focus on the moment. And you'll probably fall out of it and then go back in. But use the breath to anchor you back into the now. Breathe fully. And a little thing you can do is like when you breathe and when you let go. Have you ever seen those movies where like The Flash or Quicksilver and then everything goes really slow? Just try that out. Be like, when you breathe out, it's really slow. Just take your time with it. Because I know life, like you have this anxious, like, oh, I gotta go, especially if you live in America or a Western country where everything's go, go, go. Take your time. Slow is quick because when you go slow in things and take your time with it, it's not necessarily that you're going slow, but you're here, right? So everything that you do will be of higher quality. You're not gonna do things wrong. Like when we rush really quickly, stuff gets done wrong all the time. Look around, bro. All the houses that they're building now, they rush to build the houses for as much profit as possible. People are just pumping stuff out to be as productive as possible, and the quality is shit. The quality is shit because the state of presence isn't there. So there's not that quality to it. But take your life and go slower. Stop being so anxious because this is it. There's nothing to look forward to because it's all just an experience. If you have something that's going to determine your life and that is going to be your end all, be all, that is what's going to make you happy, you're going to be at the mercy of that thing. If I'm going to go party later and me going to party and talking to girls, if that is my end all, be all, and that's what's going to make me happy today, I am at that mercy of something that's external outside of me. And I will suffer. You will suffer every time when you do that because even if you do end up getting what you want, it's an illusion, it's a facade. You get a little dopamine hit and then the happiness leaves and you're left with, you get that high and then you're left low. Rather, if you're Zen, you're here in the moment. You appreciate everything that you have. All things will be added to you. Everything now is great. Even the bad stuff is an experience, is a lesson. You will enjoy the work. I don't know, it's weird. Just try it out for yourself. Don't believe what I'm saying because I'm just saying, like, if this resonates with you, take it. And if it doesn't, don't take it. I don't want you to take something if it's not going to benefit your life. But I'm just telling you from experience, this is what would cause me the most amount of suffering. And even when I become unconscious, because I'm still human, when I get lost in the sauce and I go into just reaction mode, and I do fall for the cherry on top, and I do fall for the pretty picture, I suffer every time.